On this episode of Gita 108, it rubs the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again. I can't believe I'm making an episode on this. Hi, and welcome to Gita 108. I'm your host, Jagannath Das. What possible connection could there be with the famous 1991 psychological thriller The Silence of the Lambs and our beloved Gita 108? I'll give you a hint. Listen to the words. William Garvey, the writer of the song Goodbye Horses, described it, saying the song is about transcendence over those who see the world as only earthly and finite. The horses represent the five senses from the Bhagavad Gita and the ability to lift one's perception above these physical limitations and to see beyond this limited earthly perspective. Buffalo Bill thought he was a woman trapped in a man's body and that he'd be happy by changing the externals. But his problems ran far deeper and were more brutal. He couldn't admit or even recognize his inability to experience lasting happiness. But if we're not murderous psychopaths, then maybe we can find the courage to face that need and not bandage it over with patchwork solutions. I promise there will be no more horror movie episodes. So what challenges do we face? And how is lasting happiness realized? Sukham tvidaning trividham shrinu me bharatarshabha abhyasad ramate yatra dukhantam cha vigacchati. Now please hear from me about the three kinds of material happiness that the illusioned soul enjoys, and consequently sometimes comes to the end of all distress. The three modes of material happiness. Sorry to disappoint some of you, it's not these three, or those ones, or these, or those, or even... Get on with it! Here we go. Goodness, passion, and ignorance. Virtuous goodness requires self-mastery over the mind and senses. It's described as poison in the beginning and nectar in the end. The rarefied, conscious atmosphere created by this peak material happiness prepares one for sustaining spiritual realization. It can seem hard or forced at first, but at the due return, you feel peaceful and satisfied. So yeah, it's rare. How about we try something more, shall we say, familiar? Happiness and passion is generated by the body's senses connecting with their craven objects. At first, the experience appears like nectar, but then ends as poison. Ah, passionate exertion, friend of democracy, work hard, play hard, bread and circuses. But though we manage to forget our duties, they always remember us. And before you can say mind your own business, it's you free-falling down the empathy gap. Long is the way and hard that out of hell leads up to light. But hey, you can't just stay down in the dumps forever, can you? Can you? All right, full disclosure, lethargic ignorance is kind of my wheelhouse. It means not even trying anymore. The happiness that is complete delusion from beginning to end and that arises from sleep, laziness, and illusion is of the nature of lethargic ignorance. It's wholly blind to self-realization. Intoxication is about the only thing keeping these pilgrims this side of suicide. Intoxication or skin suits. Considering all this, how does one mixed up in the modes sometimes come to the end of distress? If you spend time with drunkards, you learn how to drink. If you spend time with sages, you learn how to think. So, are you yellow, red, or blue? Comment below and subscribe for new episodes. Thanks for watching Gita 108. I'm Jagannath Das, at your service.